In 1959, a giant snake was seen in Congo. Now, many people don't know if this story is fact or fiction, but let me tell you, I think this snake was definitely a Titanoboa. Colonel Remy van Lieder of the Belgian Royal Air Force was on a helicopter patrol when he spotted the giant creature. Now, Remy had been on hundreds of helicopter missions, somewhere around 400. So, he was very good at surveying areas and knowing what does and doesn't belong. He and his co-pilot were over the Katanga region of the Congo, where they spotted a snake they estimated to be over 50 feet long, which is just huge. Now, to help verify his own outlandish claims, Remy and his co-pilot took a single grainy photograph of the creature in question. Clearly, the image seems to depict what is undeniably a giant snake, looking massive in comparison to the nearby trees. Now, Remy did an interview in 1980 where he went into more detail, saying that the snake jumped up 10 feet into the air as the helicopter flew above it. In the interview, he said, "I felt if I got any closer, it would have struck me. It could have easily eaten a man." Now, he also added that the head was at least 2 feet wide. That's not all though, as a lot of people analyzed the photo of the giant snake, and Ivan Sanderson, a biologist and cryptozoology enthusiast, thinks that Remy was wrong. The snake wasn't 50 feet long, it was actually 200. Yeah, 200. Now, to Ivan, the dark shapes in the photo were termite mounds, which could grow up to 26 feet tall and over 50 feet wide in the Katanga region. So, from that estimate, the snake was even bigger than we thought. Yeah, that snake 100% has to be a Titanoboa because there's no other explanation. Now, a team from University of Queensland traveled to the Ecuadorian Amazon to find snakes that were 24.6 feet and 1,100 pounds that had been sighted in the area. The team went on a 10-day expedition with a hunter before they found several anacondas lurking in the shallows, lying in wait for prey. Professor Brian Fry, a biologist from the University of Queensland who led the team, said in a statement, "The size of these magnificent creatures was incredible. One female anaconda we encountered measured an astounding 20.7 feet long," he said. And yeah, that is huge. So could this creature be a descendant of the Titanoboa? Brian added that habitat degradation, forest fires, drought, and climate change threaten rare species which exist in rare ecosystems. And that definitely applies to this creature. All I know is I wouldn't want to come face to face with it. And in 2021, residents of Pittsburgh were shocked when they spotted a giant snake slithering up a tree. A public warning was put out by Pittsburgh Animal Care and Control officers after the giant snake was seen on a trail at Frick Park. Now, they also released a photo of the snake, and it's just so creepy. "We were initially concerned it may have been a boa constrictor or a python," Wendell Hisrich, a Pittsburgh public safety director, told the news. And like the alligators may have been transported to this area, become too large for a resident, and they're let go in the park. Now, experts though assured that the snake was not dangerous. A statement was later put out from the Pittsburgh Animal Care and Control that said, "The experts have spoken. We thank the reptile specialists at the Pittsburgh Zoo and PBG Aquarium for identifying the Frick Park snake as a black rat snake. While not commonly seen in the park, this harmless species of snake is native to the area and very beneficial to the environment." They added, "We thank the public for their interest in helping us identify this park visitor." Now, all I gotta say is, if I was at a park and I looked up and saw that, I would be terrified. In 2019, a huge snake was spotted in Durong West, making it the 5th large snake reported in the area recently. No photo of the snake was posted to Facebook, and the post said the sighting was confirmed by the Animal Concerns Research and Education Society. It appears that this snake was really fat, as it had just swallowed something large. According to Kalive Khan, the area's deputy chief executive officer, the snake had most likely eaten a cat. But I don't know if I believe that. The area where it swallowed the so-called cat was huge. Whatever it ate, it would have been bigger than a cat. Now, it's been said that these snakes, which are well adapted to urban areas, usually prey on rats. However, these reptiles will occasionally feed on cats that may frequent drains. Now, recently, a video was released of one of the snakes wrapping itself around a community cat, ending its life, as onlookers called for help. Seeing a snake like that in this urban area is truly freaky, and I can't imagine stepping out of my front door and seeing a snake like that. In 2009, it was reported that a 100-foot snake was spotted swimming in a river in Borneo, sparking great concern among local communities. Now, a photo was taken of the creature from a disaster team monitoring flood regions of the Southeast Asian island. Now, it's not clear whether the photograph is genuine or just edited, as some suggested that the snake was in fact a log or a speedboat, while others complained the color of the river in the photo was too dark. However, on the banks of the river, villagers are convinced of the massive serpent's existence and have even given it a name, Nabo, after an ancient sea serpent which can transform itself into the shape of different animals. Now, a second image has also emerged showing the beast from a different angle. This time, the anonymous photographer appears to have set up his tripod on the riverbank and captured the terrifying serpent stretched across the width of the river. So, could this be the Titanoboa? I think so. And finally, in 2022, unsettling footage of a giant snake slithering over a wall in what appears to be a porch entrance of a house went viral on Twitter. The snake making its way towards the window door of an unknown property was shared to Twitter alongside the caption, "Living near the jungle allows you to have the visit of sweet little animals." Yeah, sure. Sweet and little. This thing is absolutely huge. Now, the origins of this clip are so far unclear, as one Twitter user commented on the version of the clip shared by The Fiend, claimed that the motorcycle license plate indicated the location as being Central Java, Indonesia, but that is so far unconfirmed. Now, commenters couldn't agree on which kind of snake it was, but they could all agree that it was terrifying, and again, I can't imagine stepping out of my house and seeing that giant creature. Well, that's all for our list of unimaginable giant snakes that must be Titanoboa. Listen, I honestly don't care what kind of snakes these are, as long as they stay away from me.